Hi, good morning. Today is 13th of August 2023. We are at Kurnool today. Yesterday it was very late while we checked in, so we couldn't get to shoot and check in the hotel and show the hotel on video. We'll try to do it tomorrow. And today we are about to leave. Right now it's 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and we are about to leave to Srisailam. And today we have the evening darshan at the Mallikarjuna temple and Sri Brahmamba Devi temple, and after that we'll proceed to the Sakshi Ganesha temple. So it the Google map shows it's about 4.5 hours from Kurnool to Srisailam, but let's see how the road is. And there's a tiger project in between, so we have to go through the forest. So we'll have to see how the road is, and let's see by when we can reach, so that at least we are looking to check into the hotel, and after check-in just get fresh before the darshan, so that we can have the darshan properly.
So the nearest rail station from Srisailam is Markapur Road, which is 84 kilometers away and 2 hours by road from there. It has express trains connected from Bangalore as well as from Hyderabad. The nearest airport is Kurnool, which is 180 kilometers away, and Kurnool has good trains connected to it as well. You can fly down to Hyderabad, and Hyderabad is about 5 hours away, which is 233 kilometers by road. From Bangalore, it's a little bit more, it's about 533 kilometers and 11 hours. So we started from Kurnool early so that we can be in time for our darshan, which was booked at 4 p.m. and expected to have breakfast on the way. And since Kurnool was actually a very small city, so within no time we were outside the city limits and we were on the highway. But in about 30 minutes time after we left Kurnool, we reached at a point where there was no road at all. The road, whatever was there, was very, very bad, and some constructions were going on. This is on the NH 340C. At one point of time, all of us started feeling very hungry because we didn't have breakfast before we started. But we couldn't get any good eateries nearby because most of the eateries were about to open only around lunchtime after 11 or 12 or so. We didn't get any place for breakfast till Abtakur, which was in 2 hours after we left Kurnool. We stopped at Chakram Hotel just on the highway. There was not much options, but there were masala dosas, idlis, and puris. We ordered everything which we could, and we most of us had puris. Not bad.
we are at Amtakur, so it's about 112 kilometers from Srisailam now. I think it will take around 3 hours. We have a booking at the Harita Resort, which is Andhra Pradesh tourism hotel, and we have the darshan in the evening, so hoping to reach in time. We'll have lunch and then get ready for the darshan. So we'll start now.
So the only reason we stayed at Kurnool was that we would not be able to start from Bangalore very early at 3 or 4 a.m. Because there's a tiger project and the reserve forest get closed at around 5 p.m. and again opens at 7 a.m. in the morning. So we might not have been able to reach the forest gates by 5 p.m. and that's the reason we had to stay at Kurnool so that we can easily pass through the forest. As soon as you reach the ghat section, there are certain hairpin bends and some narrow bends as well, so that you need to be careful while driving. And we can see the tiger project starting from here. Through the forest now. That's the check post. So this is the gate which gets closed in the evening and opens again early in the morning. You can see the jungle safari point here. Finally, we reached the Srisailam gate, but as soon as we entered Srisailam, the traffic was very heavy, and it took us a very long time to reach our hotel, which was near the temple, but the traffic, due to the high and heavy traffic, it took us very long time. We got stuck at this circle for a very long time.
So we have reached Srisailam at around 3, but had a very tough time getting into the hotel because we had booked the Harita Hotel, which is APTDC Tourism Hotel, and we got our room here on the second floor. The hotel is a government hotel, However, because of people parking in the streets, we couldn't navigate through the street to get to the hotel quickly. It took a very, very long time to get to the hotel. We have a 1.5 hours time in between to get ready for the darshan, and we'll try to get ready and also finish our lunch. This is the room which we got. The room is okay. It's a deluxe room, which is a double deluxe with a balcony in the behind. Nothing much here to show because it's just rubbish here, which is like the dumping ground behind the hotel, which has this view. And we have a small dressing room here along with the cupboard. The cupboard is like this. It's not that well maintained because it's a government hotel after all. And that's it. So we'll try to go to the temple. It has an AC. The room is okay, but it's not maintained.
So Mallikarjuna temple here in Srisailam is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva, and it is also one of the 18 Shakti Peeths of Lord Parvati, which is known as Sri Brahma Devi temple. As I was visiting the first of the 12 Jyotirlingas, I never wanted to take a chance. So I booked a Shigra Darshan ticket for all of us well in advance, about 1 month in advance. And I'll show you how to book a Shigra Darshan ticket so that you can for sure have darshan of the Lord Shiva. So you have to come to this website, which is the Sri Brahma Mallikarjuna Swami Vadla Devasthanam, and this is the website which is there on the address bar, and you have to go to online booking and go to Darshanam tickets. From here you can book Shigra Darshana, which is 150 per head, and you can choose the number of people who are with you, and you can choose up to 5 at one time. Then select the date of the darshan when you are trying to go, and you can see here all the dates in March are available. So you can select any date which you are trying to visit, maybe a weekend or any day of your choice, and look at the slots available and put your phone number here. And after you select the slot on which you want to go, the date and the time, you can just go ahead and put your name, your date of birth, gender, ID proof should be, so you can choose any of these ID proofs. I chose Aadhaar at that point of time, and you can put your Aadhaar card number. So they would be looking at one of the Aadhaar cards out of all these people, any one would do, and they would be verifying that at the gate. And once you put in everything, then you can continue to the booking. There are other choices as well, like the Ati Shigra Darshan, which is 300 per head, and Sparsha Darshan, that is 500 per head. So in Sparsha Darshan, you can touch the Lord and you can do puja from there. So these are the options where you can pay and have the darshan of the Lord Shiva. But however, for if you do not want to pay, you can go for a free darshan as well. So it depends on the rush on that particular day. So we cannot say that free darshan will take a very long time, and if you are paying, you will be having the darshan very fast. So it took me about 3 hours after I went to the main gate and I finished my darshan. But it depends in on a day where there is no rush at all. It can be much faster as well. So it is your choice. If Unfortunately, I couldn't take pictures of the original temple and the entrance, as near the main entrance itself, I had to deposit my camera, my cell phone, and any other things with which I could take picture. So no pictures were allowed. But it took around 3 hours for us to complete the darshan, and finally we didn't have lunch itself. We finished our darshan around 7 p.m. and then we directly proceeded to the Sakshi Ganesha temple, else the temple might get closed. And we finally made in time to the Sakshi Ganesha temple, had darshana, and then went for dinner.
We are going to the Sakshi Ganpati temple to give Sakshi to Ganesha that we have come to Mallikarjuna temple.
So, friends, after a successful darshan of my first Jyotilinga and giving Sakshi to Ganesha, we went to the food court there in Srisailam and had dinner finally. And that was the end of our day. And tomorrow we'll go back to Kurnool. So, friends, there are a few other places to see apart from the main temple. There is Akamma Devi caves, then there is the Sri Sailam reservoir, which is over River Krishna, and the Patal Ganga walkway where you have the ropeways. We didn't get time to visit that. Maybe in our next journey, we'll try to do that. But thank you for viewing my video. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more new stories.